Alright, so good day, good afternoon, and good morning to each and every one of you. Alright, so this is again Professor Vincent Torre Bongolan. This is the calculation of the Net Promoter Score using actual data set in Microsoft Excel. Alright, so as I mentioned in my previous videos about the Net Promoter Score, a Net Promoter Score is a measure of the customer's satisfaction and loyalty, wherein the scores of 1 to 10 is subcategorized into 1 to 6 as detractors, 7 to 8 as neutrals, and 9 to 10 as promoters. So basically, our goal is to maintain and to achieve or to get a score of 9 to 10. All right. So this is the benchmark of an NPS. So if you have a business in the area of insurance, let's say for example, no, the ideal NPS score is at 44. However, if you have a specialty store or a department store, the ideal NPS is at 58. Alright, so if you have a business like smartphones, then the ideal NPS is at 38. Similarly, no, you can check the category. No, you can check the benchmark of your business by going through the website found in the below. Okay, netpromoter.com/compare. So you can check the benchmark score of the NPS. Alright, so I will walk you through how to calculate the actual NPS. Alright, there you go. Alright, so this is the Net Promoter Score calculation. Usually, a company sends a survey to the customers. And this is the instruction. From a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, the question is, how likely do you recommend our product or services to your friends, relatives, or colleagues? Now, how powerful the question is. This question is very powerful because this is an indicator of how the business behaves. This is an indicator of the success of the business. BPO sector can use their NPS score to prove that they are doing well in the BPO industry. Alright? So, there are categories involved in the NPS. So, as I mentioned earlier, these are the detractors, the passives, and the promoters. And the scores associated for these categories are 1 to 6. Which will damage the products, which will give a bad reputation of the services or brand of the business. Thus, as much as possible, when we conduct survey, we must avoid getting these scores from the customers. A score of 7 to 8 won't actually help and won't damage the business. But a score of 9 to 10 will provide business growth. This is an assurance that our customer are highly satisfied and loyal. Alright? So, these are the things that we must getting from the customers. Alright? So I provided the template below. Okay, so as you can see, these are the 1 to 7 detractors. Okay, let's put this gray and this a little bit lighter. So this is more on. Alright, so for example, these are the template. Okay, so the goal is how many of the customers that we surveyed provided a score of 1. Okay, so for example, this is our raw data. Customer 1 up to 3,564. So we sent out the survey to 3,564 customers. And the goal is to count how many from these customers rated the question from 1 to 10. Okay, so this is how to do this. Okay, count if, open parenthesis, and let's go to the raw data, and then highlight number 2, and then page down, and then we should need to lock this cell, FN, F4. Alright, so as you can see, there's a $sign in the formula, and then comma, and then go back to the calculation tab and choose 1. Okay, and then close parenthesis. So there are 207 out of 3,500 plus who rated the question or the products, the services that we have as 1. Okay, so what should we need to do next is just copy this one because we already locked the source file. All right, so we can just enter. Okay, so to make sure that we are doing correctly, let's sum it up. So it should be okay. So there's a problem with my Excel. Okay, so let's just highlight them. Okay, so there are 3,564 total number of participants or customers that we survey. All right. So next is to get the percentage. So how to do this? Okay, so simply 207 divide by 3,564. So let's lock this so that it won't move as we drag the score. Okay, so next is we make it a percentage. All right, so based on this score, 6% from the 3,564 are detractors. So as you can see, majority of the 3,000 are mostly detractors. So the next step would be like, how many are the detractors? So what we did here is that we just added the detractors. So these are the detractors, 1 to 6. So the total is 74. Wow. And the passive, let's just add this. So it's only 9%. And the promoters, so it's only 17%. And then the NPS is at -1. Why? So we need to get the difference between 17 minus 74. That would be -1. So the NPS is -1. Now the ideal NPS is, what will be the ideal NPS then? So again, go back to the netpromoter.com/compare. Alright, so that's it. Thank you very much and have a great day.